Good morning, we're here. It just told me right now I had to start all over again because it wasn't streaming, so I had to come in and out a couple of times. I hope you guys enjoyed today's lesson. It's going to be a little bit different. I kind of have a little surprise for you at the end that I want to do something different. So we'll get started. I'm getting ready to go back to teaching next in a couple of weeks, I think, at about 10 days. And so work is picking up a little bit more, also getting ready to go back to work, and that's another transition. First they tell us, no, you have to stay home. Now they tell us we have to go back. And I'll admit to you guys that today I woke up a little, feeling a little bit, nervous, anxious. That's the reason I want to do the finger holds at the end. So I want to start with a Lao Tzu quote, that in nature doesn't hurry, yet everything gets accomplished. And I think we need to remind ourselves of that in nature, nothing's even a fruit from a tree. You can't hurry up and ripen it. It takes its time. It's a process. The trees, nature goes through the four seasons, the winter, the spring, the summer, and the fall. And everything is a process and everything gets done. Even when we don't do anything, nature takes care of everything. And I think it's a good reminder for us that even if we are not in a good place today, or maybe we are, things still get done. Life is still going to go on. The sun is still going to rise in the morning. Life is going to move on, and we will too. So, just a little reminder that everything gets accomplished, even if we don't consciously think about it. If you want to take a step back and just meditate and not do anything, that's good too. Whatever works for you at this time. So I want to start with the Qigong exercises and do just a little bit of the form, and then I'll show you some of the finger holds, that I want to incorporate for today. So we'll get going. Remember to breathe in all the way to your dantian, and then you can start walking in place. And this is just to get our chi flowing. Can raise your leg higher if you can. Remember to breathe in all the way to your dantian, and curl your tongue, touch the palate, feel like you're being pulled, with a string, your spine erect, tucking your tailbone, tucking your chin slightly. So now let's do the shower of light. And this is a good one because, if your energy's slow, you just bring it up and bring all that energy back into you. This is the shower of light. And so you move up, inhale, exhale. Remember, all we need is about 20 minutes. If that's all you can do, or you have time to do, or you have the energy to do, even 20 minutes is wonderful. So slow, rhythmic movements. You can do as many or as little, or you can just spend the whole time doing just one movement, which is great meditation. Great meditation. Always come back to your center. Uh, Feet shoulder width apart. Let's connect heaven and earth. So you sink a little bit, and your hands pass right here in front of each other. Just kind of like you're breathing, inhale and exhaling, connecting heaven and earth. open up your windows, let the fresh air in, listen to the birds. I love listening to the birds. They really do help, relax, put you in a meditative state. Okay, so now shoulder a little bit maybe, then shoulder width apart. We're gonna interlock our feather. This is two hands upholding the sky. So you breathe in, exhale. Okay, now we're gonna put our left foot forward like we're giving and receiving. This is so important in life to learn how to give and receive. Throughout this time, I've received so much. I've been so blessed with so many friends and clients and family members that have given to me, and that's difficult for me since I've been a self-made woman for so many years. And I'm reminded again that it's important to receive gracefully and with much appreciation because it keeps the flow going. So this is a great reminder that we have to know how to receive as much as we like to give, especially for us givers. I think massage therapists, we love to give and be there for others. So make sure that you give and that you learn how to. Hi, I see somebody saying hello. Welcome, glad you could join me. So it's very important for us to give and to receive. Let's go the other way around. Just creating a circle, going from left leg to right leg, putting the pressure on your feet, just going back and forth, giving and receiving. And it could be, okay, now right foot forward. It could be translated, just from giving to receiving from our own family members, people we know, to universally, like all of you that are tuning in, I greatly appreciate you. I give maybe just a little bit here from my living room, my humble home. And you guys give me so much too, just by tuning in, by being there, by leaving a comment, by saying hello, by letting me know that it's helping you. That's giving back to me too, knowing that I'm on the right track. It encourages me too. So I appreciate you guys out there. Okay. So we can take it, like I said, to a universal level. We're all connected. We are all one. I put some essential oils on my hands before I started because today I really needed to calm down, and oh, it smells heavenly, so nice. I can tell that I'm starting to come down because I had a rough start this morning for some reason. I think it's because we're getting ready to open up our offices, and we still haven't been released from the governor. However, I know it's coming, and a lot of uncertainty and just mixed emotions. So, very appropriately, I need to clear my thoughts. So let's clear our thoughts, our negative thoughts. So you inhale, right in front of your forehead, you clear those negative thoughts, let them go. Inhale, and just clear your mind of anything that's not serving you at this moment. You know, you can also think of it as focusing on your third eye and opening it up, just letting it go. Just letting it pass, not getting caught up into our thoughts, just observing them, just like we do the clouds. You know, the clouds pass in front of us and we don't attach any emotion or anything to it. So we can do the same thing with our thoughts. Just let them go, clear our mind. Inhale and exhale. Open up our mind to new ways, new beginnings, new things to come, to new adjustments. And that's okay. Remember, it's the ones that adjust that survive. So it's good for us to adjust to changes. And there's nothing for sure in life but changes. Nothing stays the same forever. Okay, let's do some thymus thumping. Stimulate our thymus where the T cells mature. This is a good one to wake us up to and wake up our immune system. Now, our spleen meridian. Gallbladder side to side, going down our gallbladder meridian. If you've been overeating like I have, you'll really appreciate this one. I know I have. You know, the first 6 weeks of staying home was really nice, you know, kind of helped me decompress and relax and do my thing. And after that, I started feeling like, okay, enough. I need to get back to my routine, to work, to teach. And none of that is happening. You know, I'm having to teach online and learning new things and how to teach and upload tests and all of that. So it's challenging, you know. Just life is challenging for all of us. Okay, so now we're gonna turn and tap like a loose fist, you know, our lung and our kidney in the back. So let's just tap it lightly. And you can lean into it, you know, just sway back and forth, getting your legs moving too and activated, and all those trigger points at the, you know, at the bottom of your feet, all those reflexes. Remember that when we do Tai Chi, we stimulate every meridian, every organ, and all the reflexes on our feet. So it's very, very good for you. This is a moving meditation, and the Qigong exercises are breath work and stretching. energy, bring it back up. All your internal organs, exhale and inhale. Bring all the energy up. Like you're passing it to somebody else, and then you bring it back. Bring it back to you. Remember that if you're a little hyper, you slow them down to help you come down and breathe all the way down to your dantian. Engage, your diaphragm to pull down the oxygen in the lungs, and that actually helps the vagus nerve, which automatically helps you relax and puts you in parasympathetic mode. So when you're anxious and you're feeling hyper, you can slow them down. And if you need energy, then you can do them just a little bit faster too. So whatever your needs are for that day, remember that you have the knowledge now to do a lot of these exercises. I've made 17 videos. I was surprised today, like, oh my God, I've done 17 Tai Chi videos. And I know I probably only have like a couple more. I will see you next Friday. And that might be the last one that I do, because my life is gonna just get busy after that, and I've got to do some other videos. So hopefully this will carry you, and it has carried you through this time. People are going back to work and opening up their businesses and going back to teaching. So, well, I'm going back to teaching online. But anyway, let's get to the form. Step lightly like a cat, gathering celestial energy. When you get to eye level, you follow it with your eyes. Drop the shoulders, the elbows, make a nice big circle here. Step out with the right leg, back. This is playing the guitar, like you're holding a ball right here, and step out. Fair lady weaving. This is the crane opening up its wings. Where you end in a whiplash. Lean to the right, pointing down. This one, the left hand over your shoulder. Come back up, feet together, turn. And everything, remember, should end at once. No part should go, further. Like right here, when I'm here, I'm tucking in my tailbone and sinking, hands right above, in front of your cheeks. And then you come back to the center. And it's turning the tiger's head. Remember that you always pivot, like right here, I'm turning on the heel, always on the heel. And when this foot stops, this one begins. Cat stance. Two big circles, you're blocking here, the axillary artery. You're, as this hand is making a circle, this one's moving out. So this should be simultaneous, going at the same time, remember? You're sinking, you step out with the left and extend, okay? I can't remember how far we've gotten, but anyway, I was getting too far ahead. So I'm gonna turn around so that you guys can follow me that way. I know it's easier for you guys to follow because mirror image, you know, I noticed yesterday that I was teaching the lymphatic system. No, I was teaching, what was I teaching? The respiratory system. I kept saying, you know, the liver, you know, and when I watched the video, I said, oh my God, it looks like I'm pointing to my left side because it's reverses here on the camera. So I know it's difficult for you guys to follow when I'm facing forward, but I want to kind of talk you through it. But I'll turn around and we'll do it like that. One more time. Okay, I think I just kept going. You can always rub your hands together and put all that chi back over your eyes. Just put it back into your body. And don't forget to smile within. You know, a smile automatically puts you in a parasympathetic mode. It engages much more muscles than a frown, and it helps us to relax and to uplift our mood just by even a fake smile. So don't forget, smile within. So now I'm going to show you some of the finger holds. And so I'm going to give you guys, can you guys grab a chair? I've got my chair right here, but I wanted to give you guys, let me give you guys a minute that maybe you guys can bring a chair. So, because I want you guys to relax. So you grab a chair. These finger holds I use for when I'm nervous or stressed. And one of the things that really stresses me out is going to the dentist. So, or you know, in a stressful situation, and nobody needs to know that you're doing this. And these come from Dr. Patricia Kane. She is the founder of CAPACITAR International. So she takes these teachings all over the world. So we're like in 40 something countries, and I've taken the training with her, and they're fantastic. You can use this with children. You know, if children are crying or something happened, you know, you can always teach them the finger holes, and they're very easy. And you know, with children, after holding your thumb for a minute, usually it balances them out because each one is related to a meridian also and an emotion. And adults might take a little bit longer. You know, we're more programmed, we're more set in our ways, we're more damaged maybe, so it takes a little bit longer. But even if you do this, you know, for 1 or 2 minutes each time with each finger, and I usually do it in the morning as part of my meditation. I do each finger on one hand, and it doesn't matter which one you start with. I usually start holding my left thumb and go through all the fingers and then move to my right hand. And when I'm in a stressful situation, I do it, and nobody needs to know that I'm doing it. Like at the dentist, you know, for anxiety, if I have anxiety, I hold my ring finger. Or if I'm just, you know, scared or afraid, then, you know, my index finger. But so hopefully you guys already have a chair. You can sit down somewhere comfortable. And it's nice to be playing some music in the background. And I can't play music anymore because YouTube shut me off the last time when I had music playing. So I can't have music. It's copyrighted. Everything's, oh my God, everything's, anyway, let's don't go there. Everything's so controlled now. But so you're going to start, you know, sitting comfortable. You're going to hold, like I said, doesn't matter which one. I like to start holding my left thumb, and this is your lung meridian, okay? And lung meridian is associated with sadness, with sorrow, with tears. So you hold it, and you take a couple of deep breaths, and if you have any sadness or sorrow, and if you want to close your eyes, you may. I'll talk you through it. So take a couple of deep breaths and exhale, you know. Feel the sadness or the sorrow that you're feeling, and or you know, you might have tears that you've been holding back for a while. And as you exhale, let go of all that sadness and, you know, that you're feeling, and tears and sorrow. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And remember, if you can count, inhale even to a count of 4, like inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale to a count of 5. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we move on to the index finger, and this is associated with the large intestine, which is all, the emotion behind that is fear and panic. So you want to inhale, and if you feel any source of fear or panic, and I know these times of uncertainty do bring a lot of fear to a lot of people. I know that I've heard a lot of people tell me what they're feeling, and I do hear people that are having fear and uncertainty, like I mentioned. So just inhale and let go of that fear and that panic, and know that you're going to be safe, that this is going to pass. And don't let yourself stay in that fear. Don't let that fear win over you. Just feel it and then exhale. And also some fingers you might need to hold a little bit longer, especially if you are having feelings attached to that finger. So it might take you just a few more breaths than maybe the rest of them. So on this one, you could inhale again and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then the next one, the middle finger, is for anger and anger and being pissed off. Very appropriate, right? We flip a finger to people when we're angry and we're mad. So it is associated with anger. So you hold the middle finger, associated with a triple warmer, and just let go of those feelings of anger and rage. Some people get to the point where they feel rage. So just observe that. Don't hold on to it. Just let it go. As you exhale, let go of the anger or rage if you're feeling any of that. And if you feel like flipping somebody off, stick out your tongue at the same time and flip them off. This really stimulates your thymus gland also. So make sure that you hold that finger as long as you can, inhaling and exhaling. Moving on to the ring finger, which is the small intestine, is also associated with worry and anxiety. And this is my favorite to hold when I go to the dentist office. So, and the dentist doesn't know what I'm doing. She's working in my mouth. I just hold my finger. And remember that when you take deep breaths and stimulate your vagus nerve, you're automatic in parasympathetic mode. So that helps you stay calm. So inhale and exhale all that worry and anxiety that you might be feeling. Let go of that anxiety. It is not who you are, it's just a part of you. You don't need to stay there. Okay, moving on to the pinky, which is the heart meridian. This is when you're feeling small, or when you're not feeling worthy, when you have a broken heart, when you're just having feelings of that you're not enough. So hold your pinky and remind yourself that you are enough. That everything you need is being taken care of right now. You have breath. You're able to do these exercises. So focus on the here and now and remind yourself that you are enough, that you are worthy, that you will be taken care of. So once you've done, and if you want to do the other hand, you can do and just repeat. And even if you don't remember what it is that they are or what meridian they're associated with, even if you just hold it and, do the deep breaths. Or like if, let's say let's say one of your kids is sad and crying and you just have them hold their thumb, and you can hold it. You can even do this with people, in hospitals, or people that are sick. You can hold, some of the fingers that you remember might be associated, with sorrow, sadness, fear, anxiety, or with a child. Just, help them hold it, and it really helps them calm down almost immediately. So after you've done, another thing that you can do is cross your feet. Oh, you can't see my feet, but this is all I'm doing. Crossing my feet, the right over the left, and then you put your fingers together. So this really helps balance, and it really helps to guard. And like I've used this in meetings before. You can even do it underneath a table, and it's a form of protecting yourself, not letting the negativity from other people come in. So, and you can just sit there and breathe. Cross your right foot over your left foot, and just hold this posture with your fingers all connected together. And you can also take some deep breaths here. This is for protection also, and to balance yourself, your right brain and left brain at the same time. And just take deep breaths. And then once you uncross your right leg and let go of your fingers, you can put your fingers right here, on top of your hands, and just give yourself a couple minutes maybe just to come back and relax and take this calmness that you feel inside of you, or peace, whatever it is that you're feeling inside of it, helped you to calm down. Be conscious of carrying it with you, at everywhere you go. Remember to stay focused on the here and now. If you think too much about the future, you become anxious. If you think too much about the past, you become depressed. So it's the best thing is to do your best to stay focused in the here and now at all moments. What is it that's going on right now? What are you focusing on right now? So I will see you next Friday. And like I mentioned, I might do this just one or two more times. Keep doing what you're doing. You guys already have enough information now. Do the finger holds. That's your homework, to practice the finger holds this weekend. And even if you're in public, or if you're just watching TV or doing something, at least hold your finger. If you don't remember, let's see which one comes to mind first to do instinctively, and take it from that. So you have homework for this weekend. I appreciate you guys being here as always, and namaste, and take care and create a great weekend. Until the next time.